Cloud9. So
yeah, I
on
actually
paper,
really like
it
this
looks
comp.
like here you're going to be able to work around the map quite easily for
Oh,
Cloud9.
don't type
We
that.
know they love to mess with the utility
That's
to start.
ban-worthy.
So what is
Okay,
on their
C9 on
docket?
the
First
C9
thing,
defense.
probably
Got
mess
MIBR
with
on
where
attack.
you are in sight or trying to get into sight. It would
Pistols
be
at the
C9
moment. We're at
starting on
3-1,
defense
so
here.
C9 winning that
Already
one
a
for sure.
rotation to push out C long as MIBR wasting no time.
Well,
to
we are
dash into the
insta-sended over
default
towards
hit
here.
here, as
Astra
they're
has
just gonna go
the
ahead,
suck.
power in
Wait,
numbers, but there is
is that?
hide in
What is
secret
that
right
like?
now.
Oh, it's a smoke that you want
Great
to
kills
do.
from Oxy and Nat. Unexpected. MIBR thought they had a clear sight in that moment. They take to breathe.
And
as the
Paul and
moment
Joe
that
looks like they're
C9
getting
takes the
another one
fight
here
back.
as well.
Now you have no choice but to potentially stay inside the site or to go for hero plays,
Yeah.
rather. Artazine and Shen on the last two remaining. I mean, yes, you've made it through this trip, but it might be too late unless you're able to
Oh, I
get
like how he
behind
played
the
it though.
Yes,
Very smart.
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot
nade
back.
now.
Oh, he's
Volley's
got
good.
Beautiful fragment. That's going to drop the health of a few and Net alone. They still
Oh
get
my
a shot.
goodness.
Well, MIBR is playing this so masterfully right now, but they have to get into smoke. They have to see if it's getting diffused. Can it be Oxy? No, it can't. It can be Shannon once again. The final kill of the
Holy.
round will go to
Got really,
Vic.
really close.
These
It's a
two players
very nice
always
try
alive at
though.
the end
In the
of the rounds and
2v5,
showing
that
us
was
some
an
awesome
incredible
stuff.
try.
Yeah,
I
and
love
gotta
this
say,
little
it
play
looked
here.
like they had an open
That was
sight, yes,
awesome
but
or
it did
not.
throw a null command for MIBR to spawn a player playing inside dugout. I almost think it actually did catch Net towards that back. But for them to decide to do this, to pop flash, to fight back towards that spawn, was an interesting one because from the get-go, there was no delays coming through from Cloud9. So you have to expect they're playing for a flood retake. They probably did expect here that it was going to be a double flank. So props to Cloud9 to play so far back.
Let's go, baby! Yes!
Why did that yes seem
Round
so
tight for
forced?
Oxy.
Okay,
Loving it.
4-1 on the
Usually his
pistol.
volume's like 0 to 100, but that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that was tame. That was tame.
They're tame. They're tempering the play. They're tempering the go. He's got a long game to go. He's got more yelling to do, apparently. We'll see if they hit this hard towards A. The lurk here, though, from Shen could be a big factor. Whoa, that was a shoulder. Yeah, I think Vic just caught that. Quick kill goes to Osbos, so they're going to have a hard time getting into sight, but they're still encroaching, trying to find the back of
Oh,
somebody
it's
from C9.
Yeah.
nice.
I mean, okay, everybody's
Ooh, that's a
isolated
gun
for
to pick up
1v1s, but
though.
Cortezia
Does
does a
Astra
good
go
job against
aggro
Mitch.
to protect it?
Rifle's a little bit too far away for him to pick up, but at least to get the plant for MIBR.
Vic with a quick check, giving the team the rest of the time to come from secret, come from that garden area. Try to file into the site high-low as they play it and just quickly overwhelm the site as you would expect.
Okay, nicely done.
Oxy on that outlaw from
I'm enjoying
B
how
comes into
Vic
play.
is
He'll
playing
start
these
actually
situations as
getting
well.
some orbs up. That's going to be a dimensional drift for him.
He never gives his kill up.
Very early as well.
Yeah.
And that could bring a lot of value because you look at C9's investment, it was still a lot being put here. A
I'd
judge,
rather have
couple of
Cypher or
Bulldogs, an
Vice as a
Outlaw,
Sentinel
and
for Pal.
those Bulldogs could actually
Dude, honestly, I
be
don't
quite
think I
good for
mind.
Cloud9
Both of
in
them are
retake
good.
scenarios, especially when Oxy, well, actually, looks like he's dropping away from the Outlaw. So he can
I
play the
would
Judge in
probably
those
run
moments.
something similar to
he wants
this.
to get out and
This
do
is a
something
good
funky
comp.
here. I think I mean, Zeppa and other maps would stay with Oxy. We kind of talked about that, their fracture game and whatnot. But at Yoru, you still have to be left up your own devices. So it looks like they're still going to allow him
I like the
to do
C9
that.
comp a lot.
Back to the Bulldog, though. A little measured. A little measured.
It makes sense. He left a TP back towards that spawn. You need
This is
to
another
leverage
map
your
you could run the
duelists here to have
deadlock.
this get out of jail free card if you're
I'm
able to
obsessed
get a
with it
pick
now.
or miss and get out of there to safety.
Maybe.
And I wouldn't be surprised later on if you go for the juggle so that they could play the dimensional drift
And
retake.
Actually pushed all the way to A. You saw him took that
Honestly,
gate crash back. So now they're at B.
I feel like the
ready
deadlock
for
Vice
hit.
has potential on
But
every map.
Osbos creeping around the back. They know they have gotten all the way into sight now. So C9's rotating over, but great positioning by MIBR here.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Kicker
5.
Buggy
Everyone's
straight, so
here. They
Oxy's back with
could
the Judge.
try
He's gonna be
fast
able
flood
to
if they
find
wanted to.
information
They got the
moving
Euro
back
ult
for
to
the
get them a
rest
lot
of
of
the team,
info.
but
Here we
isolated
go.
back towards the spawn.
All right.
Okay, but he's already in
Blind
it, so
and
that doesn't
fine.
change
Here
too
we go.
much.
Oxy trying to get in, does have that Judge once again after they kind of flipped the site, so they're trading weapons back and forth. Vic to take down Artazine here. Oxy in a
Wow.
smoke.
Oxy's
He's trying to break
done
crosshairs,
so
cannot
well.
find anyone
Yeah,
just
and they
yet,
should
as
wait,
somehow
and
MIBR
Vic needs to
still
get the
hiding
smoke
in
on the
these
spike
moments
before he
as
goes down.
does
Ned is on
search out
top of the
Cortezia.
lock. Damage
Selvo
deep
back,
to
a
the
bit
main
of a break in the
pauses.
fight here as Cloud9
Astra
just
sucked, but it
figure
got
out where their
half.
targets are.
Nice shot.
Vic should be able to
Oh
get
my
this. Wait a
god,
minute, a
oh
few
my
more
god,
shots here.
oh my god.
Vic does get the
So
defuse. Shadow's not
close,
able to
Chad.
get
He's
that shot
8
on him.
HP.
Quick back and forth there, but even with a sliver
No
of health,
joke.
Cloud9 are
Ping's
able to
back in
grab
the
that
game.
round.
He's won
Going
that.
to that one looks like it was a regen shield too.
Yeah,
For
it's just a
Vic on that
little bit.
defuse. A lot of chaos
Little bit
has been put
unlucky.
into Cloud9,
Spammed
but yes,
slightly
you're
to
talking
the
about
left.
mental drift out from Oxy, and it looked like they weren't really trying to get frags around there. There was such good stall coming out for MIBR on the post plan, but towards the end, finally, when all of that util is gone and everything settles down, at least for the initial concuss or stalls they could do with their util, you have the power of numbers of Cloud9 that really had winning duels on top of that. You didn't have to trade too much.
Did he? If he's just
Give it-
watching
didn't
them
give a
fall
chance
like
for Shenam
flies,
to
like
get that
surely not.
clutch
Surely
towards
not the
end. I mean, there's a lot
1v4.
of bodies to shoot, and there was like 3 of them, plus one in the smoke.
Outlaw on
Yeah.
defense
I mean,
is
that
gonna
should've been
one
MIBR's
shot
round 2. You can easily
3
get
at the
Nuno
moment.
at the end
Venom
there,
has
Coach
his
Cam.
Astra ult.
A little bit of space
Honestly,
take towards
Astra
A.
ult with these
No
guns
action just yet.
might be
Pure
alright to
rifle
use.
for Ospas around the Stingers.
Yeah, they're going
and
for it.
Ospas is once again going to be the one trying to entry towards that site. Thankfully, they have a cosmic divide to
Wait.
just split the
Oh,
front of
dude,
that
I
site.
thought
to
they were
work together.
gonna.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, the spam
Yeah,
through.
he
They
gave him
weren't
a little bit of
expecting that from
space.
Secret.
They
A
could go for it
trade
again,
back,
to be
though,
honest.
as
Yeah.
Ospas does find a kill. They can play this slow. Armageddon's there for Mitch. The Tejo ultimate is ready.
That's just unlucky. Maybe a small mistake on the cosmic
Yeah,
divide.
the
3
judge,
kills through the
though.
wall.
2. That is incredibly
Ospas
unlucky.
have
That
skills
probably is a
kind of
double
identifying
kill
a
if
few
he
of the
doesn't go
members
for the
here.
smoke
Stars are
here.
Still on the spike. C9 need to work quick here and start
Oh.
to create a lot of options that MIBR
Damn,
can
that
not
was
get
sick
a
from
hold of.
Aspas.
But no, they're ready for
Okay,
everything
very,
and
very nice in the
anything.
end. On
Cortezia
the
with the last
boards,
one,
we
and
got
it's
some
gonna
gun
be a round
upgrades
for
here if they're
MIBR.
fast enough.
Ospas
1,
just
2.
continue to break crosshair placement as he's just dashing
3.
around and just keeping the store duelist at Cloud9 focused on him, so the rest of the team could just play a cleaner post plan just to spray out towards the A main. But I gotta say that small mistake from that wall could have been very, very costly for MIBR. It would have been
My
one
favorite
of those
coaches
scenarios
outside
where
of the
C9 could
friends,
potentially walk away with another 5-0, another 6-0.
Doom Bros
This
was
is
always
not
very
the
fun to
start
play
that you want here
against.
in the elimination match for MIBR when you lose once again pistol and
Eng,
bonus
I would
against
say as well.
Cloud9. But thankfully they
And
stopped the bleeding quite early.
Big push.
I'm impressed with
They wanna
Kaplan
fight this
and
fully.
Josh.
The blind is there, and Ospas can't see a damn thing.
G2
Vic's
Sun.
able to get that frag in their favor for first blood of our 5th round.
And that's the Prowler just falling behind that
MC,
dash to get that
I'll
bite
probably say as well.
onto Ospas. The drone behind it as well. Just again, talking about this double initiator util is so good for Cloud9. But I talked about it on the attack side, not on how good it's been on a defensive side.
Or Potter.
help
I mean,
out here.
yeah, I mean, Potter's
Cloud9
obviously
take
great.
advantage of the orb and also deny it from Nosware.
Doing what he did with EG was insane, really.
Slowly trying to get themselves behind enemy lines. This is
Alex
big.
is
Cortezia,
very good with
we've
fast
seen
set
this
strengths.
multiple times across our maps.
Okay.
Huge. And now
Might have
he's
3
causing
here. Do you
problems
go for fake
C9.
TP?
This gives the rest of MIBR time to move around the map safely.
Nice
Putting a
discipline.
lot of responsibility onto Zeppa just to watch that 1v1 so that Oxy can move back and support towards the Gout in front of A. But everything's done well enough here by Cortezia to allow MIBR to move in for a plant. And once again, play. Potentially here, another clean post plant.
Almost a quick frag. They're going to actually use that Cypher ult.
Yeah, 2v2.
See if they can get in. The stars are going to be so troublesome here. Hunter's Fury hasn't even used the Astra stars yet. Very well played. The layers.
This is nice though, and they pivot.
C9,
Yeah, and the highest HP is on the spike.
They're going to head back to side of Shenum. Going to do everything he can here.
Got it.
Quick concuss. Quick
Oh.
shot, but he doesn't get that frag.
Still
It's
good.
not even the half though.
It's so
Got
good.
Oxy
Yeah,
on
nicely
the
played in the
ropes,
end.
and Shenum
Everyone
gets
that needs to be
another
off site
clutch
was
in the
off site on
series.
this.
And interesting enough, too, that they utilized the Hunter's Fury to start things off, but it makes sense because when they play that 2v2, especially with the Neural Theft thrown by Net, you have to...
With the
they
Odin
already
and
knew
Pit,
you were kinda split up.
yeah, it
So
is
if you're
very,
already
very
gonna go
strong. I'm
for
kind of
the
surprised we haven't
Sun
seen it even
first,
once yet.
Then you already have 2 players potentially on the defensive side just trying to push down towards the main. So you kick things off here with the Hunter's Fury. You're trying to keep them at bay, and then you use that grab well so you can play a little bit more
Yeah.
slowly.
Okay, it's a
towards
nice
that
early
arc
timeout
push
if
that
that's
you're
what this
trying to do
is.
here for Shinam. So turns out quite well. Heads up play for MIBR. And already in an early timeout for Cloud9, Imi wants to make sure here that
Yeah.
they
Lot of
don't
Odin
run through the
abusers
same
just
type
being
of
abusers.
shenanigans as they did on Lotus.
Yeah,
where
that's true.
they're going to run away with it, then it's tied up, and then when it comes
Yeah,
down to
maybe
those
that changes
pressure
it a lot.
moments, you know that Cloud9, they're always like one map, one series away from qualifying into
Ah,
international.
yeah,
So they want to make sure that
TFM.
they don't falter that early at kickoff.
Great clutches so
Billy
far.
beat
Red Bull clutch
EDG.
from Shenham,
It's going to be
another one on the
close.
series is preventing Cloud9 from doing a few of these things.
Best of
I think
5.
so far we've seen in the games they have a lead.
I don't feel crazy
that will
confident
plague
about
them as
EDG's
well
map
in
pool
these-
at the moment.
these lower long runs, if they do make it, you'd be like, man, they're in such great
But
form.
I
and
think
then a
Billy's
non-closing
calling
game
is
comes
not
in.
great,
Wait,
so I
why
think
does this plague them?
I do think that
MIBR is
EDG will
trying to be
win.
fierce so they can bring that error back out of C9 if it's even there. I mean, what is this roster?
I mean, Prodigy, you don't
provide
have
for
to,
them,
do.
right? Maybe it's not even a problem.
Like if you guys are staying up now, you don't have to get up for it.
There's a
You
lot
can
of
just put it in
downside
sub
to
only mode.
MIBR
It's so
too. As we
fine.
get back in round 6, they're gonna have weapons. They're gonna look to take this back in their control.
I'm actually trying to push up towards B to start for Cloud9 in this aggression. I mean, it is an eco run that you have here. Recon, Al Jones started early off on
No matter what.
Noswer,
Respect.
already pushed away. So they know the tail's playing close, but know how many players behind Zeppa, or
Yeah.
sorry, behind Mitch is actually there for Cloud9. They'll get that info at least because the pip will show up on the scoreboard. They
Ooh,
know
this
that
guy
Oxy
disappeared
picked it up
too.
and that he TP'd away.
Good shot.
But for the rest for MIBR, they are playing the anti-eco. It's going to be a lot easier
Yeah,
for them to
and it
just
looks like they
win
might be able
these
to keep
duels,
this one
especially when they're playing
relatively
this winning
clean.
system that you
A
currently see.
control,
You always have
A
to
main
against C9,
control,
right?
bust into
You always
A.
have somewhat
Wait,
of
are
an
they pivoting
anti-eco, but
back?
against C9,
Ooh.
for some reason, no matter the squad, their ecos are always so strong.
C9, EG,
And I
we
think
saw that
Oxy
with
missed his
MIBR as well,
TP.
so-
Crazy.
Yep.
Crazy how these teams can organize such good low levels or low buy strats here to make it work. Already a frag though. They take down net, so they don't have to worry too much about a lurk. And they should be able to get this retake onto C9 as they hit B.
Especially when they heard the TP earlier on there by Oxy, and they probably waited that extra 20 seconds so that if there was another one, it was already gone. So now they have power of numbers for MIBR, a 4 versus 2, but
Nice shot from
talking about
Mitch.
the Sheriffs, it's good for 1.
Arzine still trades back though. They don't have to worry about Mitch too much no more
Yeah,
with the
it's all
salvos
good.
coming in. So set up by 4. Cortesia probably get his util to stick now. Now Teo's gone. Feels a little bit better. But it's just a slow rotation in here from C9 and most likely a cleanup. So great job by MIBR.
Yeah, who gets
They're
the
not
kills though?
pushing
Because if
themselves too thin.
Cortesier and Artsin get one,
Shots come in. It should just be a cleanup. And I think they're dealing well with Cloud9, always trying to make MIBR sweat at the beginning of the round, right? We had that little push towards C.
is
C
2G
long
tomorrow. What
didn't
map
do
do you
much,
pick
but
against
they're
Crew?
always
Ah, I pick
giving
Haven, no
MIBR
doubt in
something
my
to think
mind.
about before they can run their strat.
Thing is right now,
I don't even care if I'm bad at
just
Haven.
ran
I'm
into
still
the
picking it.
crosshair of Artazine who gets the pick instead of trying to die the spike and not give these pips away. Because
Yeah.
Artazine, after that kill, he has null command. I wonder, you know, with
That's
with
a
the
bait.
fact that
Probably a
we
bait.
talked about Cortesia
I'm down
playing
for that.
into
I'm
this
down
kill
for
drive
every
is
single one of
basically
those
a whiteout
baits.
because you're playing against Mitch with these salvos. It should nullify the lockdown,
Yeah.
right? But maybe that's the reason why MIBR adds that extra layer of Artazine with a null command, with a
Right.
0 point.
CNN called a
Maybe trying
timeout
to
here.
find where
They obviously
Mitch could be
E-code, and
playing so
now
they
we
can
get a
the best
full
value
by
out of
V
this
by,
lockdown.
and the money is
Starts
getting
here
out of
as a
control for MIBR.
5-player
I
death
pretty much
ball
expect like a
towards the A site.
7-5 on this
For
map,
MIBR.
roughly. I
Looking
don't really
great
know
for
the KO
MIBR.
comp.
Since the gun rounds,
Ooh,
they've
they
had
forced
control,
over
but
towards
now
A.
They have a lot of salvo in their face they have to deal with.
Thanks a
It is
little bit
Nosworth
of
that
damage,
makes it
these two.
past. Oxy has another dimensional drift already, so if C9 feels like they've lost control around, they can regain it back with a
Okay.
bit of that vision.
Lose
And
A
it's
main
great start
control.
'cause the salvo's already
Reactively
gone,
push
so you
over
can already
towards
pull
R.
off the lockdown. Nothing's going to stop it at this point. And now MIBR could
Oh,
choose to
dude.
play the fake or play the
They
pinch.
pushed too far, so the
Huge
crossfire.
point, and it's not going to be
Killjoy
ready
goes
for
in.
at least another 10, 15
Teo.
seconds. They're going to get
Use
through this lockdown very
the
nicely.
rockets for A main
Quick
control, so
prowler
don't
is
have
going to
rockets
alert
yet.
them. A very, very close Zeppa, and that's going to go down. Aspas
Very
and
nice.
Shen,
They
a
get the
beautiful
trade on
teamwork
this
as they
one,
pick
get the
their teammate
res
back up.
going,
Artazine
and
back in
might
the
be all
mix.
looking
Just so
kind of
simple.
nice now. They
Going with the null
stabilize. The
command,
money's
fake
good.
yourself out, being selfless. You could instantly trade res up while you still have the null command. And also, you created that space already from
Yeah.
the lockdown, so front side should be good, and it is.
Quick plant.
Yeah, I had the
Just letting
updraft.
the util waste away before C9 gets their positioning back here. This is a tough task right here. Aspas even playing the height of the box over towards Art. He gets hit pretty good. They're going to require the rest of the team
Gotta
to come in
save.
here.
I mean, look at Vic's HP
Yeah,
after
it's
that.
another
So
one. Dude, it's another
5
one with
HP remaining.
MLBR
They
having
hear
4
the
people
rotates
alive
back.
as well.
Artazine's just going to try to hunt them
We
down.
got 1,
But yeah,
2,
the-
3,
it
and
looks
9,000.
really good here for MIBR again, just working in the driver's seat. When we looked at the
Loses
vanilla comp,
out?
this should
Yeah,
be
it's his
C9 basically
lower bracket.
able to dissect this map in their favor. But MIBR are doing a great job sticking to the basics of what are the
I
advantages
think
of this
Fury will make
composition,
roster
what they
changes.
can do. Again,
Nah,
we
no
talk
one will
about
make
these
roster
pop
changes
flashes from
until
Aspas.
honestly
Aspas just dashing in and clearing
until
space,
split 2.
and
I'm not
we are
even
able
sure
to play the
anyone will
pulse
make
plan
roster changes.
around Shenum and
Teams would
around
have to do
Nosworth.
really bad.
But that around
But
the
no one
Elsa
will do
split
anything
was actually
until
quite nice that usually we
split
don't see
2.
that from the default.
And
Or
ultimately,
like at least the end of split
MIBR
1.
you know, they look to play this comp where they can get those ults in, get themselves into the site, and kind of play it slow. So C9 does waste that utility. They can get through those windows. Seems really neat that they continue to go back and forth and are now.
That's
C9
actually true,
basically
yeah.
did on
Maybe
Lotus is waste C9's
maybe
util
C9
to
because
play
you never
within the
know
windows
about
when they
C9.
can hit site.
You're right.
Very nice little change of how they're going about it.
Now in a lower buy that you have for Cloud9.
Okay, same thing for
net
C9,
with
just
Vandal
aggro over towards A
playing
main,
solo
picking
towards
up
this
orbs, gonna have a
B
lot of
site.
ults in the next round.
And things
Camera
stay the same for Cloud9 though.
spots.
You saw from this mini-map, just trying to push
1,
up towards this A main,
2.
isolate that, pick up an orb,
Oh, he got hit by a knife.
trying to play the long game. This should technically be a write-off for Cloud9, and you play the long run for the next.
Ooh.
I thought Net was stuck and dead to rights, but he actually keeps himself alive and
dead.
gets a kill. The rest of the team starts to fall, though, as that is only good for one. As they push in here, it looks like MIBR should be able to get this with the Bucky and Stinger on the other side. I think another thing that's really a blessing for MIBR is picking this is that they can use the KJ on the attack side first. You talk about around the Tejo window, but imagine
MIBR
if they were on
looking-
defense, right? I
looking
think
pretty nice
they
in
would
their
be
attack.
looking for the KJ util, salvoing it.
The only
whatnot,
thing
so
that's
they
gonna
kinda-
make
it's
life hard
really
now
nice that
is
they kinda
it
get
was
to work around that
looking
window to start
probably a
against
little
the
bit
attack.
convincing because they had ults. Now they don't have the ults, so this will be a big test.
Maybe it's not those moments to use a salvo right away to try to be
Exactly,
aggressive, right?
yeah.
So you need to be aware of what's going on for your opponents too, not just trying to draw up or think about what you should do in round 7 because we have this. You have to think about what your
Frod is
opponents
a funny
have as
name
well.
for coach,
That's
dude.
true.
Frod
Which
is like a
unfortunately
legend,
was
man.
missed, which allowed here MIBR to string these rounds. They have 5 in a row now on their side.
Crazy stuff. Yeah, as soon as they got guns. So
He was,
what does that sound like? Are they
he was the
really
Yay of
that much
1.6
stronger with
basically.
weapons here? C9 only getting to that bonus
But
round.
imagine that year that he had on
MIBR have
Optic,
an
just
answer.
imagine that
Yeah, looks like
for
C
like
will
5
be
years.
one of those.
Not only that, this is also very similar
He
to
was a
what
beast.
Abyss could be. You have these long corridors around long B, around long A, but they weren't really allowed to put an operator in the hands of Oxionis Yoru yet.
Baby Bay talking about it. Aspas does some crazy things when he's on Pearl, but Vic and Zeppa able to trade that B-Link area very well. This is going to be a tough hold for MIBR. 3 in
And they
sight
might not have to use that
a
many ults.
Big amount of ults
Oh,
coming
well,
in
there goes
at him from
one.
the side
But
of
honestly,
C9.
that's fine. They
Push
didn't
towards
spot the
spawn,
guy
though.
close, so Artson can
Or does he
maybe
just
do
got
some
spotted
kind of
by
hero
the
play.
dimensional
Yoru
drift?
ult. Okay, there's the
Bumped
2
around
ults.
now. Oxy's
You don't need to
basically
use
trying
Astral
give him a
as
hug
well.
At the moment, Mitch and Nat are going to follow up with
In the
2
round
more
without
on
the
that,
Astral.
and Noswer looking down the crosshair. Not gonna
Nice,
get much
clean
on that one
round.
as Vic trades
Okay,
against the
2
kill.
ults though, so
C9
MIBR
are
will
able
maybe
to
take
stop
that.
the pressure here. Stop that
Now they still got to deal with
bleeding
these two.
MIBR's consecutive rounds.
And with a flawless, you're definitely going to take that for Cloud9. Being strong on the retake, but not only on the retake, also, it's been how
You
many
watch
rounds they've played
Frod's
against
Valorant
each other
clips, he's
so
so
far
good
in this
too.
series.
Yeah, he
They're gonna be
probably,
like, at some point,
he just used to, I
Cortez
mean, he's
is
probably
gonna
good
be
with
lurking
ops still,
somewhere.
I
Look at
imagine.
that. 2 players
Yeah.
just holding up towards that door. Hello, easy kills. Although not only did they take Cortesia, they had 2 players walk through those double doors for MIBR, which does not allow for you to have any type of value in the pulse plan playing off-site.
Spikes
Yes,
drop
but
for
there's
this
no way
hit.
anyone's reading all of that.
Makes me think they want to run in and out. I mean, you got a lot of alts. Hopefully they can run in and out and see a few of those be used erroneously here.
That's wild.
C9. Well, that is a big ask.
He asked, yeah, but come on, man. Could you have not made it a little bit shorter?
Crunch into middle. The turret will sound the alarm for MIBR to play a little bit more passively.
Okay,
and
C9
Cortesia
decide to
has
fight over
to
towards middle,
be a
all
little bit
5. They
smarter
break the
as well.
turret
He
so that
doesn't
now
want
when
to
they hit over towards sites,
overextend
will create a little bit
to
of
at
pressure
least try,
behind.
in his point of view, fight a 1v1.
Camera again
Because
to
he was
spot
gonna
over
be
towards B.
the
There
wolf
was
growth
maybe a
of
little
the
timing,
He was
but
gonna
he should feel
overswing
confident
outside
in no
towards middle,
one-timers.
So that slows things down.
Yeah.
Yeah, spike down, dropped. You're going to play the recon.
Heavy
Now
lean over
Nosra
towards
already
A,
grouping
so
up
much
in a
so
buddy
that they
system, but
might
not with Aspas,
be
really.
re-clearing
Yeah,
this,
I think
or
they might go back, give Nosra the plan if possible. Hunter's Fury.
drone
They are
goes
all
in.
over the map right now,
But
though.
he can just check.
Love this play.
Okay.
It's
So
making
nice.
C9 move, and there's one on
Oh.
Oxy, a huge first frag. And just inserting people has MIBR taken advantage in the round.
But they have so
It might be
much
kind of
map
nice on
control
this round.
without really understanding what they want to do with the spike get.
true.
They were
Finally,
everywhere.
Aspas is going to move back.
Yeah, they owned
But
them.
a lot of time is going to be wasted. Net felt like he had
They
to make a
absolutely
play.
own them.
So he looks for information towards streets, and that
I think
will
they
definitely give
timed
the
that as a
advantage
fan.
for MIBR to plant in these
I think they
moments,
like
and
punished a
that's
little bit of
unfortunate
how
because this
proactive
has happened
C9 have been
before
here
for
as well.
Cloud9 where, yes,
Aggro
they're at a player
A,
disadvantage,
insert,
but they have too much overextension
take mid
coming out
back,
from
create
net,
pressure here,
and then he gets
and then
punished,
create
and
pressure
this
long
should
at the same
technically
time,
be an easy round for
force the
MIBR.
proactiveness over
Already in this
towards
post
A,
plant,
and then just punish it
everybody's
with
saying
Aspas
Force
being a
dugout
beast.
for C9, so they want to play for the next around these ults.
And MIBR has shown us that they can come back, they can figure out what's going on, adapt mid-game, and come out
This
with
is
new
unrelated, but oh my goodness,
strats
we went
as
for a
well.
mid-round
This whole
replay.
across-the-map
Is
default
Valorant's
shows
viewership
so
down this
much
year? I have
patience.
no
And
idea.
from before, they were using Aspas to get into sight. Only a few times did they ever really
Apparently
deter from
EMEA's
that
is
and have
up
Aspas
because of the
go
time
alone.
zone
So
stuff.
great stuff for MIBR to be able to pull out here.
Don't know about the other regions.
And the punishment too,
China's
on a
must
5
be up.
versus 5
China's
to
for
lock
sure
up
is
for
up.
Information. Even I was criticizing Net, but also for Ox.
America's
might
might be down.
Yeah.
Pacific might be down there, who knows.
Just to play that buddy system, the initiator around the Aspas jet.
My viewership up? My average viewership is for sure up.
All right, bit of a miss.
It's last year, this time?
That
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
But they still clean it up.
2 weapons, and also the ult here from Mitch is actually quite huge. The Armageddon could be very useful. They haven't had too many opportunities to use that yet, because he's held on to that for like what, 3 or 4 rounds so far. So
Yeah, that's how I measure as well, Des.
Really good on
Too many people are
retaking
getting
towards
banned
that
and
back
timed
of
out.
that B-side, kind of like the Hunter's Fury that some teams like to run, like Nosware, for example, with MIBR. So similar values that you have. So the pressure that you are actually trying to activate around your Yoru to control this side and play the
Okay,
retake with that
C9,
ult
aggro over towards A again,
Well,
set
you're playing
one
the
up.
stall on that side with your controller and
Knife
you're
doesn't
sending
hit
for
the
Cloud9.
Yoru, but they should still...
The C9 knows that this A insert keeps happening, and Oxy
Okay, nice
wants
flash.
to fight it with the safe out of gate crash. They do get that good info. Now focusing
I like this from
RC.
MIB. I think
They have
MIBR are
both
playing
shot,
great. I'm not gonna lie.
Hunter's Fury and that null command up. C9 wants to stay in sight for this fight behind the wall.
I think Artisan got the pick onto
God, I
Mitch
don't
before
like
the
the
wall
Astro.
came up.
Yeah, it was really quick.
I
Just
think
on
I've
that
seen
left
an
side,
Astro
the
used to
specs
like
down, another one
prevent
for
a
Hunter's
hit.
Fury as well as Cloud9 is absolutely scattered in the A site. but
It's always
not
to
a commitment from
retake, and I
MIBR
don't
yet.
like these. Because
At
it
this
gets
point,
you out of the
C9
choke
feel like
point.
they have to make the hero
Yeah,
play,
I
so
kind of
just
want
play
it. Like,
patient, playing your
I
numbers
get
here
this space
for
for free.
MIBR is good.
It's awesome.
Walking into crosshair, the op gets the pick up the Zeppa. This should have been a save 20 seconds ago for C9.
Ooh, planning just off the crux in that default spot so they don't get spammed from the lower portion like before. And here come the rest of Cloud9, high, low, and just trying to monkeying around the site right now to get that perfect shot. Really nice post plant setup here
Surely
for the
they don't
side
win
of
this.
MIBR, but they're known. They're found out
Big
now.
Joe.
They have to make a move. Big shot from
Ooh.
Cortezia, but it's not going to land. Vic comes up with another one. Shenham and Nosware now at the top of A main as Nosware strikes true.
Okay, nicely done from MIBR. Yeah, I feel like Vic messed up with this all. Gave them so much space.
I was about to eat my metaphorical
Why would
hat at
you-
that point when I said it
Yeah,
should
on a
have been
map that
save
is so
20 seconds
heavy
ago.
post plant,
When
why
it
would you
kinda
ever
left
use
that
an
they left some
all
players
to
deserted
prevent a
here on
hit?
an island in this post
For
plant
1
scenario
minute?
for MIBR? But thankfully, the last 2 players playing that stall is going to be good enough here.
Unless,
but
unless he's
that
like,
should have been much
I
cleaner.
honestly, I've got nothing
That
for
said,
it.
the last round into the half, still getting rid of the value that Mitch could have with
Vanity,
this
hello, mate.
Armageddon, and
How's
also
the-
breaking
how's the
lot of
CS
that
stuff
E bar
going?
for Cloud9 in this last round. That's why it should have been a save. Having 3 rifles left behind with the buy that you have here, you would have come out a little bit stronger to potentially narrow that gap. And it's almost been carbon copy protocols of what C9's been doing on the defensive side. And MIBR is taking full advantage of it.
A lot of pressure on the map with that spike down as always. Cortezia to open it up onto Vic. The smokes are now wanting for the side of C9. Just the jumps. They're so confident behind
Yeah,
each
this
other.
wa-
It just looks
this
like
was a
they're having
solid-
fun right now
solid
in these final
attack.
rounds of the first half, map 3.
Yeah, and Artisan
I liked
is not
everything
gonna
they
hear
brought to the
rotate
table
yet,
here.
but there's still 1 player anchoring
Frod's
to
done
watch
some
that
good work
flank
on
and
this one.
Shenham again with the op.
Quick shot. Shenham with the pull, but it was going to be Oxy and the rest of the team already making it past the timing in their
Look at this
favor. But
guy.
here, timing from Artisan.
It's-
Oh,
oh.
the first shots are on the jump. We've all been there, but
Love it.
Nosware's able to answer. The column is held strong.
Okay,
and
there,
Nosware
dude,
gets the
very,
last
very
2
nice.
frags for an
Lost a
8-4
pistol, got 8
first half
rounds.
on Pearl. from MIBR.
Love how that round was played by MIBR. Artazine not hearing players, but they understand what gaps were on their defensive line. So having the op to watch the flank, the suck for the delay, but then also to have Noswar play around the pillar right
Lost
here
the bonus?
to crunch
Oh
on the
yeah,
last
they lost
two
the
players
bonus
of
as well.
C9. This is great,
Yo,
great
this is
attack
crazy
side
impressive.
for MIBR.
It'll
But
change
let's
once
see
they
if
did
C9
that,
with this comp could pull it out.
Crazy stuff. MIBR
Sting,
5 rounds away from
Sting Astro
eliminating
round.
Cloud9 in this match. We'll be right back.
Chat, let me mute the broadcast. Feta Cheese with the Prime. Thank you for the 6 months, mate. Thank you so much for the support. E4 is a good half. I mean, it's a good half if you lose pistol, I would say. If you win pistol, you've had a bit of a shocker. Do you think C9 has required a lot more coordination and practice compared to MIBR? I think they require a lot more coordination and practice. I mean, they both need the same amount. I just think that MIBR look better on this map. I do think that C9 maybe when we watch them have struggled on defense in most of their maps. I think that's fair to say, right? Fracture, they only got 2 rounds against NRG to get us to overtime.
MIBR, very
Their
slow
Abyss.
start on that first map, but coming
Pretty sure
out
that's
with a
right.
vengeance
Their
since
attacks are a
Abyss,
lot better
since
than their
their
defense
Matic, and
at
also
the
taking
moment.
control of Pearl so far.
So
But
that's
for
your
C9, we mentioned it just
Jacobium if
before
you want
this
to
map,
believe.
on paper still looks pretty good to run some pretty good defaults. The thing is like trying to scale fast towards the A site could be difficult because they don't have that jet dash. So you want to try to leverage the synergy around all this util available from Mitch and Zephyr.
Yeah, why you lot talk about
Work as a
NRG?
group here to see if you could capitalize on your round. But C9 pissed
The
around
time will
one, I think
come.
it was a bonus, and they still only got 4 rounds.
Right, yeah, the first 3 were theirs, and then fell through their fingers. Yep.
That's confidence coming out from MIBR once again, and that's the type of half you want to start with on the defensive side. To pull this upset against Cloud9, must I say.
Yeah, an upset indeed. Going into sight, smokes are down, salvos in, and the Arsenal gives a little breathing room here to Cloud9. We wondered if this Teo would be stronger on their attack side. As
Lovely spam, but that's a great reply back. And at the moment, I'm pretty sure we're 4-1 for the Pistols. Maybe I gave him an extra, but I think that's right. And Mitch is
So
just
far, so
securing
good for Mitch. He's
another.
getting kills with the Ghost, but he's stuck towards the back of the site. So we talk about the salvos when he comes back up here in 13. He might not be able to use
Yeah.
them. At least they have the star on the ground
Locked him
for
up.
the pulse plant.
Mitch with 3. You better expect the Phantom to be purchased by C9 coming in the next round. That's how it works.
Ah,
especially
okay,
if
we
they
got
win, but
Astra
the
Suck.
Smoke's gonna make it tough now.
Go for the block.
Getting in a beautiful pull. Smoke still giving a bit of cover.
Big
with
jump.
Half. They just jump in. Oh no, Vans! This just got
Oh,
real tricky. They
holy
left that one
hell.
up to
Well,
chance.
they're
You'd
on the
never
board.
do
They
that.
managed to get a
Noswork gets
pistol.
3,
Yeah,
gets
it's been hard for them to
defused.
do
It
that
looked
as well,
like
and
a
it's look
Cloud9
convincing when
round.
they don't have the
MIBR
pistols. So what's it going to look like when they win a pistol?
And you were hoping at least jumping in with the right click would be able to take down the spike diffuser.
2v4.
But he's
2v4, but they
protected.
played it
Look at
pretty
this.
well.
Nosworth,
The two.
IGL for MIBR.
Smoked off long,
Saves his teammate.
isolated the
Should
jewel
obviously
of
see
the
it from ashes
two.
point of view, just look it up, be like, oh,
Hey, what's up?
yeah, let me just diffuse this under your nose.
Then there
To
were
be diffusing on the front
1v1s.
side too, towards the
Yeah.
front of the smoke. They still get that instead of like everything. C9 should have just been able to capitalize there, but heady plays by MIBR. They just keep coming, and the momentum is there. Over towards A, a quick hit by Mitch just to show presence. as
Okay,
moves
C9
through R.
investor
The thing is, they went salvo and just ran it down, and a knife already
Sheriff,
spotted
and we
only
got one
player.
person that is allowed to
They
go
could've
down for
double pushed up, they
MIBR.
decided to play further back.
And I've
Just
been
so good.
enjoying the outlaw
Right
usage.
down there, a
People aren't getting
classic to
ecoed as
follow
much, and
Aspas
Aspas is a
with
beast with it.
Games on that one.
That was
Resets
very,
and
very
takes down
clean.
Zeppa for the 4K.
Did they juggle the
He's
guns
getting
across? I
those,
don't
all
think so.
points online, if you will, and he is feeling good. smile from him. Usually you just see the stoic personality, but they know they're in a groove. And I'm sure Ospas is incredibly happy to see this team coming together. We keep saying it. This guy's not going to choose players he doesn't think are great. Like, that's the mechanic there. He sees that in other players.
Okay, they know there's an Owler out. We've got 2 people that can get one shot.
Last match as well. Obviously, tough run to Killjoy.
This is what the comp's good at, taking aggro A.
And he's never played with Cortezia, Shin'Up, or even Artesine in that fact.
Yeah.
They're still getting good results until this
Okay,
time. Oxy finally opens
Don't know what
up.
you're meant to do against that, to be
Player
honest.
advantage for Cloud9 in
Teva,
their
damage,
body, and
fake
already starting
smokes.
the bonus round of MIBR in
You
the very beginning.
pretty sure he can't duel that. He might be able to updraft dash to get past it, so they could try that later maybe.
Last map and even these first few rounds.
Yeah, that's hard to play
It's
against.
gonna be a very touch and go. Hit each site, see what's
I think
there.
it's better to just lay
until they
retake
light
that with a
what they
KO
see,
flash.
Much like we saw in Lotus.
With some kind of recon as well.
They're okay to keep it calm for Cloud9. You definitely do potentially feel the pressure that Cloud9 currently has in a server, trailing behind by 6. Net didn't really push out too far out and just wanted to watch that angle. And they all stay as a
Nice
group
shot.
to make sure that they get guaranteed trades. We could find some surprises for him. I mean, look at that. Already an Armageddon on your attack side just to make sure you could get a plat down.
I mean, sure.
Crazy stuff.
They need to they need
That's
to
a
get on the
quick one,
board.
too.
They need to try and keep this one clean so the money's
They
good.
should wait. Plan gets stopped here. They actually have to figure this out again. They still
All
get the
good.
frags they
Nah,
need.
they're
Yeah,
all
all
good.
good. That was just for a moment. It looked scary, but obviously just pistols on the other side, so not much.
Don't know about that at all. The problem is they got no info, right? Like all of this is a question mark. So on bonuses as well, you're more likely to stack a site. So if there were actually like 3 people here, we would be like, damn, what an all. But I do agree that maybe the spike needs to be a little bit closer if they're going to do that. But they just want to get around. They just want to get some
So
money.
you just want it on C9 side to make sure that you're not going to get caught by any of that util. Give ult orbs over on the side of your opponents. Just play to your strength. You already have 4 players inside the
Aspas
site.
gets the op out.
Yeah, better
This is where we
weapons.
got to pay
Just clean up.
attention.
Clean up
And
in all 3 and move on to the next round.
Obspas is back.
okay, they were ready
That's true.
for them to
Posted up
take
this time towards
control.
main and
Yeah.
gaining
This
the
is
space
nice,
behind
though.
the owl drone. But that already is a tell. Look at how instantly
Okay,
Zella
Aspas
falls
gets
back
set
for
up
the
over
rest of his
towards
team.
8.
They don't
Early
need the
info.
feed to
We got
do the
alarm
power
ball. We
behind
got
the pillars
turret. We
because
got
they
full
already have the
info
drone
across the
from
map.
Mitch.
Right now, if they
Now they
wanted
have
to,
big
they could 4
control,
person
also
stack
can
over
there.
towards B.
Help from the
Ooh.
flank. They're gonna go back.
I think so. They might try
I don't
to
know
go
what
back
happened
to
in the
try
middle. This
to
guy's
grab
looking-
at least map space and
I'm actually
even
not sure what he's doing.
dimensional drift for Oxy.
That is true. He's 1 away. We'll see after he approaches this corner how aware they might be.
Okay, he's going back to El
So, drone
Paso.
happened, so you have to think they'd clear this.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that's why they have Zeppo moving back with them because he's got 2 prowlers to work with. But now it's just gonna be a walk into the crosshair potentially. This is not good.
They feel like they have map positioning. They throw a smoke down. No, they are ready. The quick dismiss, but they still don't look. They don't check the
Still, a
corner.
trade.
A quick trade onto
Take that. As long as
They
it
know
wasn't
drop
the
off is gonna be
Astra,
big.
they're pretty much
There may
fine.
not be many here, right? Ospas is there. The team's probably across the
Your
map.
ult
and
goes
Oxy's
in.
gonna figure that out right away.
And
Cool
that's
said
the
it's
good
a
news.
free
He
plant.
dropped Mitch instead, so you could still grab the orb, get information into Dimensional Drift, and play the pulse plan for Cloud9.
So huge here how this played out for C9. Can they layer the post plant
EP,
though?
so you can
MIB
fight over
are ready
towards
to
side.
get
I
in.
like
Not a lot
that.
of util
I'm
there.
not sure they should be
Just
3-person
coming from
art.
Artisan's
I
KO.
would wrap one.
Oxy's just springing TP away, just keeping them, trying to waste that clock
Yeah,
down.
Vic's going
That
for the wrap.
util's still available for
Good.
Cloud9 to pulse plant. Already stuck to halfway though.
Whoa,
Yeah,
they
that's
got the
gonna be-
half, and maybe the comms
Star
over
goes down,
towards
but
side weren't
still
good because
pressures
Astra
them
wasn't
off.
close enough
Only
to hear
for
it.
the second defuse, which will pressure Cloud9
That creates a
even
lot
more
of
to get out
pressure
of
on this.
position. One shows Oxy takes it down, but Nazor and Shenum come up huge.
Oh
and
boy,
MIBR
and
starting
we've
to
already
close
used Astra
down
Suck.
onto Cloud9. Vic again, can he make it
Run on
happen?
HP?
Always asked for.
Oh, he's got
Had the
it.
regen
He's got
armor
it.
so he could
He
tank one
delivers
bullet.
on time. Even the
Shout out
half
to Vic,
defuse
he's
isn't
absolutely
enough.
saved them here.
Cloud9 play these rounds
Oh, it got
so
close.
tight, so close
We
to the
gotta look
chest.
over here as
And they
well, and
come up
that
with another
is
one,
an
a Red
eco.
Bull clutch again
We're
for
gonna have
Vic.
2
Vic
hero
coming in
guns
huge
and maybe
and
like
staying
3 kind of
consistent
okay.
in these moments.
Sheriff Armors.
A player that maybe not too many know of, but if you've been following the challenger scene, what he could do, how consistent he could be, and a reason why he's picked up in these moments. Look at him isolate these one-on-ones. Doesn't care
He
about
missed
the
the
recon,
first
just
strike
wants
event.
to make
The
sure
America's
knows
first
that there's
strike
gonna be a
event was
double
kinda
swing,
sick.
and still jiggles enough to get
The
that.
MEA one was
Stays so cool here
wasn't great
under that pressure.
in my opinion, but
That's a lot to ask for the first time Vic plays here on this stage at kickoff.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. What incredible kind of just confidence in these plays.
If I was coaching right now, how much do you think I would listen to streamers like me or Sean? I would watch their games back just because it's free criticism. You don't have to listen to it.
6 to 10 here. It looks like it's a bit of
Like, why would you not?
Still slow though. Everything got
You just
slowed up
times
by
two
a
it and do
smoke
it
in
in
the
like
very
an
beginning.
hour and a half.
Right now for Cloud9, I mean, they'll happily take it. It's just easy map control once again.
Like, if
and
Sean was
just
doing it of my
fortunate
team,
this
I would
time
listen
here
to
for
Sean.
Aspas. Tried to go for a hero play that got picked off here by Net. So they have to understand here. I mean, it's understandable because for MIBR, they haven't really tried to go for a lot of these mid controls yet.
They haven't, but
Exactly.
Nat's always been there.
So now they know, checkbox, look into the later rounds, what they could do here to potentially fight Net in these moments that C9 consistently plays these 4-1s on the attack.
EMEA gave his... That's
Slow
actually
move.
true. Shoot dodge. Not wrong. He also got prime Nisal.
It's not going to be enough.
It was stacked.
C9 are throwing everything in the kitchen sink in sight before they even enter right now. And there's one from Arzine. Reloads, gets another shell on there. Cocks the shotgun again. Okay, the collateral on the last hit there.
Bro.
Oh my God, pumping up the team with the Bucky.
He's
And it's gonna be just
absolutely
one
melted
more
everyone.
left to live in A with the plan.
Silver lining is that he didn't pick up any of these weapons.
Bye-bye.
Oh boy, a Bucky.
Holy
That's all it took
moly.
was the
Home
Bucky.
defense
The
over
left
there
click's
from Arzine
incredible.
with a shotgun. Beautiful job on A site.
Dude, the
And
collab on
he
the
was in
last kill
such
as
a
well.
cluster of utility.
Is
Had
this
a
just
chance
not
to shoot
their...
the drone of
Is this
Oxy, or
just
the clone,
not
rather.
their
Didn't
own
shoot the clone,
fault
still
for
came
having
out the
no
right way.
A main
He had so many
pressure?
options. He chose the right one out of all of them.
Oh man, talking about isolating fights just before from
Insane.
Vic this time.
Oh my goodness, that last one is wild.
And just a quick smile.
Yowzer.
I just, but the 1v2 from Net, pulling out the knife to walk out towards dugout. You
Yeah,
have
that's
to
gonna be
expect
rough to
the
watch.
rotate to come through. You never
Okay,
saw
with
the
that round,
Killjoy. You know the Killjoy is playing B at this point.
with that round, everyone forces. We got 4 people for C9 that can't buy next. We got 3 people here, but this would be a drop, so I'm gonna call it 2.
Winning fans. MIBR so close.
Actually, would it be a drop with the 1?
C9 with the
Sure,
amount of
we'll
plans
call
at
it
the
3.
beginning, at least they have
It's a big swing round.
pretty
Either way.
decent buy. Half shields for both Zeppa and Vic,
Aspas
but the rest of them are
committed.
full shields,
Can his
full
mate shoot the
rifles.
drone? It's kinda
continuing that
invisible for his
4-1.
teammates. I
This
don't know
time,
how he's
though, a
meant to
little
do
bit more
it.
activation from
Aspas
Net,
does
so he
dodge it.
potentially bring
Aspas
the
is like,
kill.
mate, come on.
Almost. They're trying to
Shoot
help
the
him
drone,
to
shoot
get
the
everything
prowler,
for
shoot the
him,
fade
still
eye.
get Aspas out safe. So they've gotten the pressure and a little bit of knowledge.
Yeah, that's a small dub. You forced out here
Yeah,
an updraft, a dash, and now one smoke towards that spawn. You don't really give an opportunity for Aspas to get a good line.
Well, they're going to peek this right away, hoping the dart would be something. It's not going to get enough there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that
They
recon.
get right back into the smokes. Nice use of the layering and util here. As we
Nade's
go
good.
back for the fight.
Oh,
Man's
Nade's-
Fragment's actually gonna start
Whoa,
cooking
that's
some people
unlucky.
up in the corner. Ned tries to get a kill, but Artisan runs into his
He's
fragments.
got out of there as well.
Not final kill, but another one.
And that's a
Zephyrs
huge
ult
kill from Net.
is
The ult gets information all four.
not online anymore.
Slow pushes back and forth. The trades are making this very tough to get a peek on as they spam through the smoke. You can see this push now coming from
3
Nasr,
bullets.
trying to figure out who is back here, how much he can do. 3 bullets left in the Vandal. Picks
up
up
a
another,
new
picks
one.
up a Phantom. He should be good now. It's going to be a re-fire onto Mitch. Trade from Vic.
I mean, all that
Wait, what?
I love here from Mitch,
Wow.
just staying outside of that smoke just to delay enough. Again, the other ones with the operator, what could Aspas really do here to try to retake a 2 versus 3? So it was the most important
big-
fight in the back of the site between Nosler and Mitch. And both IGLs going
It's a big
toe-to-toe,
loss, man.
But
But
Mitch using
C9.
the delay
At least they got
guaranteed
rounds
round
to
for
play
Cloud9
with.
and the point line.
Chill. At least they got rounds to play
Over
with.
to Mitch's side.
Quick play on the other side of the map too, just to deter. But yeah, back here playing in the smoke, staying alive, causing Nasr have just to focus, right? That's what you're talking about, making them focus Mitch instead of what they can in the site. Yeah, these little cat and mouse games, their C9 is able to get by in the rounds. But we're seeing that's what it takes C9 to get these rounds right now. MIBR is so close to grabbing them all back almost every time. Crazy.
Now a timeout here from Fraud. Remember the last time they had a timeout?
Yeah,
on
and they
Abyss
got no
with the
money.
operator
They
and
can
the Hunter's
have, they
Fury
got the
available
saved
on
up
their
and they
side.
can have an
They
extra
did try
gun.
to go for
And
the
then there's
Hunter's
3
Fury
people they need
angle
to save.
to have
So you can give them a nice little plan here.
This is going to be quite interesting to see if they want to cook up something very similar.
Also, I think it's good to talk about the fact that the op over towards B is having issues. Maybe setting that over up towards middle could be alright. Or aggro, like really aggro B, or way more passive. Pretty much everything but what they were doing it would be nice.
Hop it back in. Cloud9 comes off of these timeouts.
Probably going to go over towards middle, you would imagine, but let's see.
That ult to use Nightfall and
wait, where have they squeezed an extra gun for? Wait, why is he pulled down? Okay, I was going to say, don't try cheat. Wait, what is going on? Okay, I was trying to cheat the system, trying to squeeze an extra gun into this. Okay, so they're going to set him up over towards A, and
but the idea is still there.
Recon goes in. Don't know why it's not scanning these. Must have gone behind something. The op baits in the back. I like that. And then we can shoot. Dude, the silent drone's wrecking him, but that's a nice shot.
On the drone, so they have to think twice now. Is this spot something that gets kills on him? No
Holy hell, no one's checking the back.
Oxy's gonna try to check it, but it was just a weird check.
Oh,
was finally able to capitalize on that, but now C9 are running away from this Hunter's Fury.
That was close, just in between them. A little bit low as well. I like the little bait idea though. This was nice.
And they also wasted out that Hunter's Fury. And MIBR's read now is to
Not
say,
sure
well,
about the server ult, but at least
technically was opting
it
towards
won.
the A side. We have to run away from that, which C9 has done, but the mind games continue here for Mitch.
I think when you're 11-7, you gotta be a bit
Very
more.
important that Zeppa stayed alive to dance around to Hunter's Fury.
You gotta be a bit more chill when using the ults. Recon goes in. We tank the fade ult so that we can try and get a kill off the recon. I like that. Oh boy, that is the 9 HP.
That Hunter's Fury pays off big time.
I mean, it's out in the open, you're still running into
oh,
that.
it's a really disastrous way to lose. It really is. It's a absolute nightmare round to lose. But it does it not feel like they have no pressure around the map? Like we had this one where they went like 4-5 person through art and they just ran into a crossfire. And then this one we got every single person here. Like I feel like they have no backup plan, no space to just cancel.
On the top of the staircase towards Art, just to guarantee a safer plant. Looks like they wanted to plant a little bit more out in the open instead of going for the safe plant inside the cabin towards the tucked area of the default spot of the A site. And it does not pay out for C9. Backs against the wall. MIBR at map in a series point.
They had 15 seconds left. Yeah, but dude, they spent like 30 to 40 seconds in A main chilling. Like once they got the Stinger trades, tell me what the time is. I don't think it's lower than 1 minute. I don't know what they've done for 30 seconds.
This is so
like if they had a backup option, a Cypher that can take some map control, or a timing, or anything, or even just holding the map so they can run back there.
Now on top of that, they have the dimensional drift here from Oxy, so it might just be one of those plays just like they did against the anti-eco at the beginning of the half, where they just want to try to guarantee the round.
We saw it before. We were talking about how Cortezia would be kind of just put out of the map by Mitch. Both have their ults. We might get to see it on the final round if they can play within the window of Salvo or Armageddon.
We got 5 chances, and
but imagine that being the way this round goes through.
Astra ult's on. Oh, dude, this ult combo is solid, but Mitch just needs to be a little bit. I mean, he just doesn't. Honestly, I'm not using my missile until this ult comes down.
Victory in this series. Yep. But again, just to underline this double ult that they currently have here for C9, if they use this now and are able to capitalize on the round, there's still 4 chances for MIBR to close it out with their own ults, better weaponry.
Okay, I like this from C9 though. They do call a timeout and they wait to see if there's any kind of aggro. Aspas last time here got wrecked by all of the drones.
Low buy for C9 here. Relegated to 2 sheriffs. Weapons on the 3 stooges. Let's see if they can
do they wanna Send it
into
to where
the
Aspas
site.
is or
He's gonna
avoid
get
him?
everything with dimensional drift here. Armageddon goes down. They could still have Salvo coming in for that lockdown. Few shots go
Big
back,
kill.
and that's going to be a bit of mid now, picked up by Cloud9. Looks like they could stay alive here with just 3 more as their man up.
What a
Nice
nice
shot.
Armageddon to follow him out.
Boss.
Oh man,
Quick shorty as he knows Mitch is coming in.
That
They're not gonna be able to
is
get any of that util.
one
Shenum,
hell of a
Arzine,
play
and
from him.
Aspas
That was
still alive
awesome.
now to try and get this spike down.
And both players of C9 are isolated, though. It might have to be our hero play coming in for once again Vic.
Nobody's going for that spike just yet. Obviously, MIBR.
Call him a beta now. I mean, this is the thing about this is like the whole line where everyone talks about him, because it's like there are certain rounds where on paper he should be going for it more, but then at the same time when he saves and he just solo wins around, like saving the op is gonna eventually win him the game. So it's just like some.
Artazine just doing the peaks. Can he get
He's just a
underneath Heaven
beast.
here just to make it happen? He's going to get behind the pillar. He probably has
He
a
just
bit of a
doesn't
plant spot.
want to
He
take
decides to
risks
just
unless
stop
he
the
has
left side.
to.
Can he get himself into a position that pushes him past?
Very,
It's
very
gonna be a
nice.
kill
I actually
from
think this map was
Artazine.
really good
That's
from
it.
MIBR.
breeze on
C9's
Cloud9's
attack was really
parades.
lacking
They
though,
move
for
through the
sure.
kickoff bracket.
MIBR
Okay,
against all odds here
C9
are
out.
able to
MIBR.
fight back.
Progress.
And in a default
No idea who they
composition
play.
going into a
Someone in
map
chat will
here
tell
like
me.
Pearl, they just stuck to what worked for them.